Who are you guys and where are we?
I'm Kyle Hankin. We're in the basement known as Foundation in Raleigh, North Carolina.
And wait, what do you do at the bar?
Bar manager, bartender.
I'm Garrett Waddell, and I am also a bar manager and bartender at Foundation.
Okay, I guess first things first, I want to kind of talk a little bit about the bar and sort of kind of how it got started, just a little bit of its history, and then kind of like what the program is kind of all about.
Bar has been open for almost 13 years now. When the bar opened, there wasn't really anything on Fayetteville Street, and Foundation was like the first bar to be on the street, really, or the first place that was only a bar to be on the street, and that was making cocktails, which is a pretty strange thing for the time, especially in North Carolina. There was like 2 other bars in the whole state that made cocktails. But yeah, we've been here for a long time making cocktails with local ingredients, North Carolina beers on draft, more of a sustainability approach than anything, not a xenophobic one. Because we're trying to, America's got a lot of great stuff. We make a lot of great spirits, especially bourbon, which is what we generally focus on. And we also make really great cocktails.
Anything to add?
Yeah, I guess building a little bit more on just like the whole ethos behind Foundation, especially when it came about, very contentious time in American politics. And so a lot of times when we tell folks that we're like all American products and all domestic, I think it is some sort of a hoorah, we love America thing. And like, America is great, but it's because we have a lot to offer. But, the whole idea behind it is that we're trying to be as conservative as possible with our consumption and carbon footprint and stuff. And so, trying to get things as locally as possible, like our produce, our beers, all that stuff. We just made the boundaries for all of our booze just being the continental United States.
Tell us a little bit about just kind of the beginning of this bar, like what was downtown like at that time, that whole story.
Well, back then downtown was very much a ghost town in many regards, especially in regards to nightlife. I mean, Fayetteville Street was a closed walking mall. There were very few things down here, and the bars that were down here were very pedestrian watering holes, dive bars and shit like that. When Foundation decided to like lay the roots down, it was a little bit perhaps unorthodox, especially doing a little bit of an elevated product like craft cocktails and stuff like that. So it was a little bit different, but it worked out. And I feel like most bartenders that are worth their salt. I mean, not saying strictly, but most bartenders I know personally that are worth their salt have worked behind this bar at some point.
Yeah, I mean, it's great that like you guys kind of set the template for now other people going out and sort of sprouting their own bars everywhere throughout the state.
Yeah.
So, it's like kind of shows like not only the footprint that this place has had, but also the importance that it's had over the years, I think.
And the bar itself being like a very humble space. It's not flashy. We don't have crazy ingredients. We have all the stuff that we make in-house, and we're doing it all very homegrown and pretty small. And we're still, making really good cocktails and winning awards and all that stuff.
From the indie.
Yeah, from the indie, yeah.
So what do you guys think, like where is downtown at now? Like are you guys like in the thick of like a revitalization of downtown, or has it happened already, or have we arrived at this point? Like
it's shifting, it's changing, that's for sure. I mean, you're seeing a lot of the long-standing kind of representations of local talent. They're definitely on the ropes right now with the pandemic and stuff, and some of them are not coming back. So, really the only people that have the money to swing their shit around is corporate interests and people that might not have such a keen eye for quality. So, you're seeing some fly-by-night things coming in with a lot of money behind them, but there's still some really great holdouts for quality around here that are, local driven kind of institutions, like Capitol Club 16, Garland, Stanberry cannot emphasize enough.
Third time we've mentioned it today, so yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised that people
go to Stanberry, okay? Do yourself a favor.
Go. Well, let's make a drink, huh?
Yeah, let's make a drink. All right, what drink are we gonna make?
We should probably make a basil smash.
Yeah, basil smash is definitely one of the most iconic drinks here. I mean, it's super simple. It's just lemon, sugar, basil, bourbon. But it was one of the first drinks on the menu that seemed to find a real following and became what eventually was a Foundation classic.
Yeah, and based on the classic whiskey smash, doing it with mint, but yeah, we were like, hey, let's put basil in it. Well, I didn't, Drew Shepard did, but it's been on the menu since 2009, and it continues, and it's a 4-ingredient banger.
It's a banger.
Yeah. Starting with 3/4 lemon.
Surprise.
3/4 simple, 2-ounce Ezra Brooks, easy proof bourbon, works great in cocktails. Basil, nice little pinch. Throw it in, because the ice will do the muddling for you. A little pinch of salt for good measure. give it a little spank, put it on the nose. Oh, hey, beverage napkins. Bang bang.
Ah, there it is. All right, here we go. That's all I fucking need.
That's it.
Can't be mad at that.
That's
It's
it.
refreshing. It's delicious. It's easy. And yeah, I mean, throw any herb in there. Whatever. It's gonna taste great.
Yeah, but yeah, I love that nice hit of basil right on the right on your nose as you sip. It's
Little powerful. Probably make a whiskey sour too.
There you go.
Yeah, we make.
all right. The Foundation Whiskey Sour.
Yeah, we
See
make
it.
a lot of these
Side.
drinks. So much like the basil smash, it's a sour. So 3/4 lemon, 3/4 ounce simple syrup, 2 ounces. Let's go Evan Williams bottled and bond. Bung bung. I make 1 million whiskey sours a week. We make so many whiskey sours, it's silly. I've made them all sorts of different ways. I've done the just shaking the drink, adding egg later, dry shake, wet shake, reverse dry shake, all of them. The one that works the best with the fluffiest and most nice pillowy texture I have found to be a dry shake, a wet shake, and then another dry shake.
So you do the backwards and forward shake. Is that what we call that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a reverse dry shake plus a regular dry shake.
Plus another step because we're masochists. So then we decorate, make it pretty. Bitters on top.
Little latte art.
Yeah.
There you go, no big deal. I mean, we got the frother, why not?
Yep.
That's the one.
That's the one.
We make so many egg drinks, it's ridiculous. I don't even know why. So we only have a few of them on the menu, but like I've worked in a few bars in my day, and we make more egg drinks than any other bar I've ever been in ever.
There's so much suspicion
Yeah.
with raw egg.
Yeah.
But then people here just love it.
Yeah, they get scared and then they try it and they're like, oh wait, okay.
Oh yeah, that's the way I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Tell them why it's good. The reason they think it's weird is because they don't understand it.
Yeah.
Explain kind of where it comes from or what the,
I mean,
ideas
whiskey
behind
sour.
it.
I used to make whiskey sours all the time too, but there would always be that contingent of people that were like, "No egg white."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, great. This is great. All right, so we're back, and the art has changed on the wall because a new artist came in. We're going to talk about that a little bit later, but first we're going to make another cocktail.
This one, it is called the Kinky So-and-So, and it is directly referential to the old Sam Ross classic, the Mezcal Mule, because of the limitations of what spirits we can't have Mezcal. So we're using pepper-flavored vodka. So we start with 3/4 of lime juice, 3/4 of ginger syrup, 1/2 ounce passion fruit puree, and 2 ounces Tobago pepper vodka. A couple of cucumbers.
Fantastic. That passion fruit with the
Ginger, man.
ginger, but also with the cucumber.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's
man.
fire. You wouldn't think that
Tropical.
cucumber and passion fruit is a good flavor buddy, but
Right.
it is. It's really good.
You need all those other things in there too. So like lime and passion fruit, tart, and then you get the ginger to spice it up, and then the cucumber kind of draws everything out and clears it out a little bit. But then you also have the Tobago pepper vodka, which is like it has the flavor of like habanero, but it doesn't have the heat, right? So like
Right.
it's like pepper skin tricks your brain into thinking this is about to be spicy, and then you get the ginger kick, which gives that like wasabi horseradish spice, and then the cucumber and passion fruit kind of like make it all play nice together.
It's nice because you do sort of get that back palate kind of pepper vibe to it, but it has no heat at all,
Yeah.
which is really nice.
So it's just
so it's got like
crushable.
all the trappings of a spicy cocktail without actually being spicy.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
But what I love about this though is that it plays against expectation.
Yeah.
sure.
Because you think it's going to be one thing, and you're like, how is that cucumber really going to go with the passion fruit?
Oh, yeah.
But you're like, I'm in a quality bar. I'm going to open my mind.
Sure.
Bang. It's like
Yeah.
all perfect. It's really nicely balanced. It's got like good sweet. You know, it's got nice tartness on the finish. It's not overly anything. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I would instead of flexing bartender nuts, dude, I would be cranking out bangers every day. all
That's
day
what
long,
we
you know?
do. Yeah.
The last thing that we need to talk about. is the menu.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
we had an art change happen. We're cueing the artist Ariel Bryant coming in now, and we had an art change, and so we got to talk about the menu and the art.
So the same way we do our cocktail list as an expression of local ingredients, local spirits, stuff like that, they try to make the owners, they very much try to design the menu in such a way that it also expresses the local culture in all aspects. And part of that is the art, you know, so we need menu art every season, and artists really need venues that aren't gonna tax them for their art. And so it's kind of like a happy one hand wash the other, that we will represent local artists who will put their art on our menus, but also they have the opportunity to hang the art on the walls and sell it for whatever price they want. You know, we're not taking any commission or anything. And so it is very one hand wash the other situation. Yeah, that's where we get our art. And you know, we even have essay contests, we have poetry, and in many regards, they've formulated much like an old school zine or something like that.
We've been doing local artists on those menus for a really long time. You had the book that we mentioned earlier has pages of every menu cover that we've ever had, and then it has a lot of the old poetry and the essays that we've had in the back of the menus in the back of the book. But yeah, it's a cool way to liven up the scenery inside the bar, so there's something fresh to look at every few months when you come in, and then changing the art, changing the drinks, and it keeps the menu fresh, keeps us trying to invent new stuff, trying to work. And I've gotten some cool art for my house too, so
right.
that works out nice.
So that works out.
Yeah.
Foundation's great. We're glad everyone loves it.
Yeah.
We
We're
love
glad. Yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks
High five.
for enjoying us. Yeah.
Oh,
I love the shit.
Slaps
Spicy boys.
too, man.
Yeah, there you
Everyone's
go.
looking at everyone's elbow on those ones.
We're a
how you
high-fiving
know.
kind of bar.
All right.
We're a high-fiving kind of bar. Yeah.
High five,
Cool. Boom.